Welcome to Maple Valley. This is Realtor Emily Cressey here in the Seattle area in a suburb that is south and east of town called Maple Valley. Now today we're looking at some new construction here in the background, but really the purpose of this video is to give you an idea of what life is like in Maple Valley and whether this suburb, which is known for great schools and a pretty convenient, although a little bit countrified location, is going to be a good fit for you as you're looking to relocate to the Seattle area. So if you're interested in Maple Valley, if you've heard a little bit about it and you want to know what it's actually like, jump in the car with me. We're going to drive around and take a look at some Maple Valley stops. All right, today we are driving out to Maple Valley. So we're on the Renton Maple Valley Road right now. And we just got off 405 exit 4 and got off into Renton. And so now we are heading east toward Maple Valley. Maple Valley is kind of a neighborhood that was considered rural and far out there, and maybe about 15 years ago started getting more popular, more developed, having new construction homes coming out in this area. But as you can see, there's still a lot of undeveloped land. If you take a look at the map here, there's Cedar River to the left. There's some hills up to the right. You can see there aren't hills. We are still in Washington, Western Washington, very hilly. So that's just kind of what we get in this area. Now, as you can see, we're on a one-lane highway. It's not the busiest of roads here. Here comes the Amazon fleet. 1, 2, 3, 4 Amazon trucks in a row. And then over there, you can see the trail. I believe that's the Centennial Trail. I'll look that up to confirm. You're starting to see some houses or some, homes, land, businesses, things like that for sale over here. And I'm going to look at a property that is potentially for sale. The guy wants $2 million for it. I think that might be a little bit high. So I've got to go check it out and see how rural it is, how close to town it is, the condition of the buildings, and so on and so forth. Here's Cedar Grove Road. Down that way, there's some sheds for sale. Woo. So here we are, we're about 6 minutes from what the map identifies as downtown Maple Valley, and we're starting to get into slightly more populated area. We passed an agility dog nose work training facility. We're on a bus line, bombshell boutique hair place there, kind of home businesses, mom and pop type of stuff. The place that I just went was kind of a multi-family opportunity with different rental units and things like that. So the guy that I talked to, he had a couple acres. He wanted $2 million for it. I think that was a little bit of overshooting with that. They were building a $2 million house behind him. Royal Arch Park. So to get here from Seattle, I was in North Seattle at my office, which is in the Wallingford, Fremont area. It took about 45 minutes to get here. Would be a little bit closer on if you were working in Bellevue or downtown Seattle. We're south and east of the junction between 405 and I-5 to the south. Like dental studios, Get an instant cash offer for your home. Got the gas station here, the food mart, Maple Valley Market, the Cedar Grange. Granges are usually in kind of rural areas. Right by the freeway here, Cedar River. There's the Maple Valley Fire Station. Coming up on the right. The sign there. Okay, so here we are. We've got some shopping over here, haircut place, tattoos. We've got the McDonald's right here, O'Reilly's Auto Parts, Taco Time, the salon. There's the Kinder Care, Goodfellow Bros, State Farm, driving school, public storage, business buildings here, a park up ahead, now leasing. So we've got some apartments here, Maple Crossing. Lots of people out and about during the day. It's about noon, no, it's afternoon, it's 1 o'clock. Some houses. Starting to see some homes. We passed the little neighborhood on the left, and then it looks like some green space here. So we can go over together what some of the real estate options look like here, but I just wanted to kind of give you a sense of the commute getting to Maple Valley, what some things are, some of the types of properties that you would tend to see around here. So more of a rural feel, more of a cheap land type of an area, excavating, kind of that mix of business and residential. There's a mobile home, there's somebody going for a walk, and then we have these housing developments like this. The builder took a couple of acres and built a couple of homes. There's some more homes over there. So you can get a nicer, newer home, you can get some land, or you can get something less expensive and more rural. That looks like a pretty small rambler with an above ground pool. Newer construction here. Church. Other houses and residential things over here. Alliance Bible Church. And here's a little neighborhood. See what's going on here. So we've got a rambler. Lots of one level, that's nice. A couple of places have cars that are being worked on. And one of my clients was definitely a project car guy. He lived in a neighborhood where everybody was working on their cars. Seemed like a great fit for him.
I hope you're enjoying this look at Maple Valley, and I want to just remind you that if you're looking for a house, whether you decide to go with Maple Valley or not, when you're relocating to an area like this, it can be really hard to get a sense of what it's like when you haven't actually been there. So my whole channel here on YouTube is devoted to people who are relocating to the area, who know they're going to be working in Seattle or Bellevue or Everett or Tacoma, and they're looking for a house that's going to be a great fit for them. But remember, you also need to fit your budget and the neighborhood. Like, what's that like outside of your four walls? So we're touring different neighborhoods, we're talking about the price of living, and you can't really know for sure until we kind of dial in. So if you like this content, please feel free to join me. People are calling me all the time off of this channel. We do home tours together, we do neighborhood tours together, so I can actually I do a lot of customized content where it's just you and me talking, because as a real estate agent, I'm kind of your matchmaker, I'm kind of your fairy godmother, and I want to help you find something that's going to be a good situation for you long term, whether or not you decide to choose Maple Valley, whether or not you're 6 months out from being ready to buy a home. Feel free to reach out, feel free to connect, because I want to help you make a good decision. I want to help you do the research that you need. So what I usually do with people is just schedule a Zoom call or regular telephone call, and we can go over the process of relocating, of buying a home, of getting financing, of finding the right property, and I'll help you understand how we can work together to help you get a beautiful home, whether it's like this, something smaller, something bigger. I work all over Western Washington in the Puget Sound area near Seattle and Bellevue, Everett and Tacoma. So even if you're not sure exactly which neighborhood it's going to be, let me know what your thoughts are and I will let you know mine, and together we'll put together a strategy. So in the meantime, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you watch all my videos. If you have questions and comments, you can put them in the comments. But best thing to do is take a look at getting in touch with me and scheduling a Zoom meeting. No pressure, no commitment. You don't have to sign anything. You don't have to pay anything. It's just an opportunity for us to meet one-on-one and help you get started with a strategy to get into your home when you're ready to make the move. I'm going out into the countryside again, so I'll revisit when we get to a little bit more scenic and interesting area. But you can kind of see, you know, these are the suburbs. Housing development here on the right. We can't really see it. You can drive in. This is Taylor Creek Meadows. This is gonna be like $1 million neighborhood. The highlands of Cedar River. Going up Cressey, little hill. We have some territorial views out that way, it looks like. Probably especially from those houses. 3-car garages, estate-style homes. Larger, better cared for. We're within kind of HOA. This looks like a mobile home park, but a pretty nice one. Lake Wilderness Elementary School, very nice. Okay, crossing the street. Yeah, the schools here are supposed to be very good, so that's a big plus for this area. Let's go into Lake Wilderness Estates here, right by the school. Kind of getting an idea for some of the homes. Some of these I think you can get for more in the $800,000 range, which is much less than you would expect to pay in Seattle, Bothell, the east side in general.
Chickens in the yard. The guy I was talking to when we first came down said he had not only coyotes, but cougars in the area. He had a bunch of feral cats on his property that his ex had been raising, so that probably attracted. Okay, we're back out on the road by the school. Trying to look down there. This looks like a housing development down there just below the grade of the road. We've got some City of Maple Valley banners. It's certainly starting to feel more upscale here. There's a food bank turkey trot scheduled, Greater Maple Valley Community Center here. There's the library. Looks like a Veterans Memorial Park type of place. Wilderness Church, Lake Wilderness Country Club. We don't have as many country clubs in Seattle, and they're typically extremely expensive, kind of gated communities, but this looks like it's a golf club housing community. You can see on the map kind of the mix of residential and green space. Another little bus shelter bench there. A little nicer. I mean, these are certainly what I would call the family home that everyone aspires to. They're doing some yard work here. Not super luxury, but very solid and nice. I think I was looking for some new construction stuff here when I mapped this one. So you can see here, new construction going in, maybe an addition onto a previously established neighborhood. So this is the older part of the neighborhood. And we'll swing around and take a look at the new construction. What you see here is a stormwater storage pond. A lot of times builders have to accommodate for water here when they're building. So if there's a certain amount of water that's expected to be coming onto the land, they have to either have penetrable surfaces like grass and gravel and non-pavement areas where the water can sink in, or they have to have kind of a pond or a sinkhole like that, which will collect the water and allow it, you know, in times of rain or when there's a lot of water coming, and allow it to seep in. So let's just look at this new construction here. Okay, so we're here at the new construction places, and the address that I was mapping actually has been on the market for a while. It was listed as, it might be that one ahead of us, listed as $2 million and now dropped down to about 1.6. So these all look like nice new construction homes. Might be 1.6 when you see this, might be more, it might be less. Might be sold, but just giving you an idea for some of the nicer new properties here in the Maple Valley area. And they've got a little park and everything as well.
Well, you made it. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you really enjoyed this tour of Maple Valley. I'm still walking around in this gorgeous new housing development, but you've gotten to see a little bit more of what some of the shopping places are like, what some of the rural communities are like, what some of the schools are like, and I hope this gives you a great understanding of what some options are if you just do decide to come out here to Maple Valley. But if you decide that this is not for you, if you want to be a little bit closer in, take a look at Renton, take a look at Coal Creek. take a look at Issaquah, which is east on I-90. There are a lot of other options, and I really want to help you find the place that's going to be right for you, your family, your neighborhood, your budget, all that good stuff. So please keep watching. Look for other videos that I've made on those other neighborhoods. And if you have any questions, if you want to talk to me personally, I'm a real person. Everyone always feels like, oh, she's famous, she's a celebrity. It's totally fine. I'm just a regular person. I'm gonna go home and put a blanket around myself and drink tea and do other things when I get back to my house, right? So I would love to talk to you when I'm doing that. And you can always just reach out by appointment and we'll get the job done. So feel free. In the meantime, I'm your realtor here in Seattle, Emily Cressey, looking forward to connecting and hope that you have an awesome day. I'll see you on the next video.